Introduction. The purpose of this research is to help fill this void by researching the key cause of road accident recorded in accident. The cause of motor vehicle crashes are complex, but primarily based on the characteristic of the drivers. Inexperience and risk-taking habits were involved in young drivers' crashes relative to drivers in other age ranges. Our research paper also including service learning medium which one of the theme. Service learning has the potential to benefit all participants. Other than that, this research will identify the factor that leads to transportation disasters in the community. Factors such as inexperience, lacking of skills, and risk-taking behavior have been associated as the major factor lead to transportation disasters. Problem statement. Based on the research, our team members had highlighted main problem that occurred in Muar, which is our research area that cause road accidents. These factors are being divided into four categories, which is road users behavior, road infrastructure, natural cause, and vehicles condition. The second is the expansion, popular, and the irregular driver practice. The last one is lack of knowledge in driving behavior cause road accidents.
Okay, so our group had found out three objectives for this research from the aims stated. First, to identify what factors that actually cause transport disasters in one community according to the survey forms that collected from 104 respondents. Second, to assess that the impacts of transport disasters to the residents' daily life in one community. Third, to provide appropriate, suitable recommendations that can be applied in one area to reduce or even solve the transport disasters problems.
Data analysis and results. Using basic random selection, a questionnaire created with Google Form was given to 104 respondents. The respondent data will evaluated and the findings are shown in the following finding. First section is demographic and background. For the first figure is gender part. The respondent consists same of 50% male and 50% female. The second figure is for ethics. Most of them are Indian, which consists of 38.5% of respondents. 34.6 are Chinese and 26.9% are Malay. Third figure is for age. Among the 104 respondents, 32.7 which are 34% of them are between the age of 21 years old to 25 years old is the highest responding age range. Fourth figure is mode of transportation the respondent usually use. Most of the respondents used car as a mode of transportation, which is 53.8%. Table 1 shows meaning of transport disaster that is understood by respondent. Most of them, which are from the total number of respondents, which consist of 50% of the respondents, are aware of the meaning of transport disaster, which is a transport accident that involves mechanical modes of transport, involve road, rail, and water. Figure 5. More than half of the respondents, which are with 58 respondents of them, has been involved in transport disaster and the rest has not. Table 2 shows mode of transportation is that usually involved with transport disaster. Half of the respondents think that motorcycle is the mode of the transport that usually is involved in accident. For section B of the questionnaire, questions were asked relating what might have been the factor of transport disaster. The question asked in this section, the respondent asks to the rate description of each part of the rating from 1 to 5. 1 equal to strongly disagree, 2 equal to disagree, 3 equal to neutral, 4 equal agree, and the 5 is equal to strongly agree. According to the question relating to road users' behavior, most of the respondents, 82.6%, which is 85%, that rated 4 and 5, that road accident is caused by lack skills and experience of road users in operating that vehicle. The next description, reckless driving such as risk-taking behavior and not following the speed limit can cause road accident. 92.3% of them agree and strongly agree with it. 93.2% of the respondents are positive that using mobile phone while operating a vehicle can lead road accident. And lastly, 46.2% of the respondents agree and strongly agree that bicycle user that cycling on the main road can cause road accident. The next part is statement relating to road accident caused by road infrastructure. 51% and 41.3% rated 4 and 5 of the statement of road accident can cause by bad road condition. For the next statement, not functioning traffic light can cause road accident. 71.1% of the respondents agree and strongly agree. Furthermore, 78.9% strongly agree and agree that the lack of road maintenance and railway can lead to disaster. And lastly, 64.4% of respondents agree with the street light didn't function well at night. Next statement related to transport disaster caused by natural cause. 87.5% of them agree and strongly agree that heavy rain can cause road accident. 50% of them agree and strongly agree that lightning strike can damage infrastructure and lead road accident. And lastly, flooding can damage vehicle and road infrastructure. 75% of the respondents agree and strongly agree with this statement. Lastly, statement regarding vehicle condition. Most of the respondents, which are 89.5% of them, agree and strongly agree that vehicles that not properly maintained can lead to road accident. Most of them, 65.4%, also rated 4 and 5 that vehicle owner that modify their vehicle can cause disaster. Lastly, 42.3% of respondents agree and strongly agree with most of the vehicles are old model. As for conclusion, the vehicle condition is also a factor of transport disaster.
So for the recommendations to reduce the transport disaster in Muar area, there are two aspects need to implement it. First, Muar City Council. They need to install more street lights at the Muar area to let the sign of the road users can be clear at night also. Then they also need to repair the road piece immediately to make the roads are in the good condition. Therefore, they also need to aggravate the fine to the careless drivers to raise their awareness when using the road. Then for the road users, they need to check their vehicles before traveling out every time. This is due to make the vehicle are always in the good condition and no problem will occur when they are on the road.